Kelson. I'm a certified master baker and an instructor at Kendall College. Today I'm going to show you how to make a verrine using 4 different components, each that incorporates honey in a nuanced form. I'm going to begin by making a mascarpone mousse. I'll do that by making first an Italian meringue with honey and sugar, a dash of lemon juice, and I'll take this mixture, I'll cook it to 240 degrees. And in the meantime, I'm going to whip some egg whites until they're frothy. My bowl is very clean, my whip is very clean. That's very important. Any trace amounts of fat will cause my meringue to collapse or not whip up at all. I'll whip this on high speed, and while it's whipping, I'll get the rest of my components ready to go. I have my mascarpone here. It's at room temperature, and I'm going to put it in a wide mouth bowl. Once my whites are frothy, I'll pause the machine until my sugar is ready. I'm cooking my honey and sugar solution to soft ball, 240 degrees. It's important that I have it at the accurate temperature, otherwise my meringue won't be very stable. Get my whites whipping. I'll shock my honey solution very briefly before streaming it between the whip and the side of the bowl in a slow and steady stream. I'm going to let that continue to whip until it's cool. While it does, I'm going to prepare my gelatin. I've bloomed it in cool water. And some people will add their gelatin to their whipping meringue. I always feel better if I can actually see my gelatin melt completely. So I'm putting it directly in a small quantity of cream, about 15 grams or a tablespoon worth. You can hear the tone change as my meringue begins to thicken. It takes on sort of a deeper tone. My cream doesn't have to be super hot. Gelatin melts at 86 degrees. In fact, I don't want my cream to be super hot because it will melt my mascarpone and my whipped cream down too much. So as soon as I see that it's completely dissolved, if I suspect it might be hotter than I need it to be, I can cool it down slightly. It'll set at 68 degrees. So I have a few degrees I can work with in here. And now I'm going to add it to my mascarpone. And I just sort of press it in until they become homogeneous. If it is at all unsmooth, I like to take a whisk to this and just smooth it out a little bit more. It is important that this first step is nice and smooth, otherwise I'll have lumps in the finished product. I'm going to add my meringue in 3 additions. The first addition might be a little bit stiff. I may need the benefit of that whisk to help me incorporate this until it's smooth. I don't have to worry about over whisking it at this point. I don't have my heavy cream in here. I'm more interested in making sure I have everything nice and homogeneous. And you can see it has this beautiful sort of amber tone to it from the inclusion of honey in there. My second addition incorporates a little more smoothly and more easily because that first addition lightened everything up. And my third and final addition is all about volume. If you're so inclined, you can add a spice to the mousse at this point. I'm going to add a little bit of ground ginger, about 1/4 of a teaspoon. A little goes a long way when you're working with an ingredient like ginger. Candied ginger would be nice in here as well. Again, I'm thinking about what's going to tie the honey and the pineapple together. So just a little bit of ginger. And again, I'd like to put that in before I put my cream in. Once I start mixing my cream in, I need to be careful about how much I'm handling this mixture. I'll add the cream in 3 additions. It's important that my cream isn't too stiff. I want to make sure it's smooth and homogeneous. A little bit challenging because everything is the same color, so I am looking to make sure that the texture is all the same. My mousse is finished now, and I will prepare for panning it up in the Verrine molds.